Hey, Ben said you got a new game. Let's go have a look. What are you doing?
I am the Box King!
Welcome to Inverted Gaming.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Goombalove3000
And I'm Link5456769.
and welcome to
Inverted Gaming.
Each episode we take a look at a new game, analysing its many features before giving it a rating on our Wheel of Awesome.
Today we thought we'd try and tackle one of the great platforming games, Trine.
Wait, why are you holding a box?
I am the king of boxes.
Trine was released in 2009 by Frozenbyte. Since then it has received a large following over the internet as well as a sequel.
But enough hanging around. Let's get started. Trine is a puzzle platformer with 3 distinct characters. The story is told by an old man with all the charm of your average storyteller. You play in a world where an undead army has invaded, forcing almost everyone to flee.
There are 3 main characters with very distinct abilities you control. A wizard who can create platforms and boxes, a thief who has a bow and grappling hook, and a warrior who has a sword and shield. Together it's up to you to venture through caverns and forests, tombs and swamps to put a stop to the undead menace.
The game has an absolutely fantastic use of the narrative that helps the characters gain personalities easily. All of the heroes frequently talk with each other, and they work so well with each other you can imagine them arguing away as you run about the level.
The environments are well crafted and really fit the tone of the game. Whether you're travelling through towns or dungeons, the game really feels like an epic adventure, a story for the ages, and you can tell this is what the developers were going for. Do we really need to say anything here? I mean, just look at these graphics! Trine is easily the most beautiful game I've played in a very long time. All the environments are perfectly created, and even the character models look really good.
And you know what else? This does almost nothing to impact the game's performance. Goombalove here plays the entire game on a freaking Toshiba laptop. And aside from the very rare occasional lag, that didn't really hurt the game at all, there was nothing wrong with the performance. No loading time, nothing.
The game also has great ambient music that really fits in well with the stage it's in. It's nothing too memorable, but it is a nice touch. Seriously, the game is almost worth buying just for the presentation alone, and the fact that this game was made by a developer with less than 20 people is a sight to behold. Literally.
Okay, now we're done talking about the graphics. How does the game play? You control 3 characters throughout the game. A wizard who can create platforms and levitate objects. A thief with a bow and grappling hook. And a knight with a sword, shield and hammer, obtained through upgrading.
Speaking of upgrades, there are experience pots scattered in each level, either hidden away or obtained by killing enemies. Get enough of these and you will level up and gain abilities for each character, such as different types of platforms, a multi-shot bow and the aforementioned hammer.
The level design is clearly based around finding secrets, but this can lead to an almost straight path through the level if you just want to beat the game quickly. This can be a problem if you're not interested in secrets.
But some of the game's biggest problems lie in its combat. There is almost no enemy variety, and when they keep spawning out of set points it can get very boring to just keep knocking them down.
Boring is unfortunately a good word to sum up the combat. The knight just smashes everything up. The thief is either useless or just camps in a corner and spams the arrows. The wizard has almost no combat abilities, and trying to fight as him is impossible.
Most of the time you will just breeze through combat with the knight, and here lies the game's biggest problem. It is far too easy. Each character is so suited to each particular situation that you will just breeze through the game. Big enemy? Use the knight. Need to climb a tall shaft? Grapple up with the thief. Nothing to grapple to? Use the wizard. Multiplayer does help this problem, but it's so wonky in this game we couldn't get it to work.
Now, this is fixed in the sequel, but it is unfortunate this game has so many problems with it. Welcome to a brand new segment, Boss Time, in which we cover the final level of a game. Unfortunately, Trine falls short here as well. The final level is a race against rising lava to reach the top of the tower, whilst the evil sorcerer summons really cheap spike balls and blocks to inhibit your progress.
This last level highlights everything wrong with the game. When you need to rush, you can't admire the graphics. It can't be hard without getting really cheap, and it has no idea how to do a good final boss.
Trine has one of the best uses of presentation we've ever seen, with amazing graphics, ambient music, and amazingly well-told story and brilliant characters.
Unfortunately, the game is far too easy, and repetitive combat and a lackluster last level really don't do much to help. However, this game is still worth a shot, and at a cheap price is more than worth your time. Try and get to good on our Wheel of Awesome.
Sasha, it's been so long!